Trump's advisor, Kellyanne Conway, was on the Sunday shows talking about the Medicaid cuts under Trump care, and she has a curious take on it. Let's watch.
You are currently in Medicaid. If you became a Medicaid recipient through the Obamacare expansion, you are grandfathered in. We're talking about in the future. You know, Obamacare took Medicaid, which was designed to help the poor, the needy, the elderly, the sick, the disabled, also children and pregnant women. It took it and it went way above the poverty line and opened it up to many able-bodied Americans who should probably find other, should at least see if there are other options for them. If they're able-bodied and they want to work, then they'll have employer-sponsored benefits like you and I do.
Kellaynne, hold on.
So do you get the argument she just made there? In response to the over $800 billion in Medicaid cuts that happens under Trump care, she says, effectively, get a job. That's like the go-to old person idiot thing to say. You know what that reminded me of? There's a Republican congressman who I think, if I'm not mistaken, died fairly recently. He's very old. And he was, a constituent went up to him when he was like walking into, it might have been the Capitol building or something. And he's like, why aren't you for the increase in the minimum wage? And the guy's like, get a job. And he's like, I have a job. I make minimum wage and I don't make enough to survive. And the congressman says again, get a job. Like, what the fuck is that? Is it they can't help but view things in like a myopic way that doesn't look at things from a macroeconomic perspective. You know, like for example, you have half the country making $30,000 a year or less. Is it because they're all lazy? No, it's because those are the jobs available, and the jobs that are available don't really pay all that much. We have millions and millions and millions of working poor people in this country. The minimum wage is not a living wage. You could work a full-time job and not make enough money to survive. There are many jobs that don't offer employer health care. So what is she talking about? By the way, that's literally the case, that she's telling these people, get a job, and most of them already have jobs, but they have jobs that don't offer health care for them. So do you not know that, Kellyanne Conway? That's the saddest thing I've ever heard if you don't know that. And then also, listen, they're like, yeah, Obama expanded Medicaid. A lot of people get it who shouldn't be getting it. He expanded it to 133% of the poverty line. You know what that means? You have to make $28,000 a year or less. Where they have the poverty line is preposterously low. You can make like double the poverty line and still be in poverty. So she's acting like, yeah, they're living high on the horse, these people, you know, they expanded Medicaid to people who really shouldn't get it. $28,000 a year and less, thereabouts. Yeah, fucking living on your high horse on your like 24 grand a year, get a job. They have jobs, but they don't get health care through their jobs, many of them. So it's just like myopic idiocy. They're incapable of putting themselves in other people's shoes, unless, of course, it's somebody that they know, or them. Then all of a sudden they flip. How many times have we seen that? Republicans like, yeah, marriage is, you got to keep it traditional, one man, one woman. Oh, my kid's gay? I'm now for gay marriage. But it happens with FEMA funding. That might be the worst example. How many Republicans? Oh, did Hurricane Sandy, like, destroy liberal New York and New Jersey? Is that what happened? Will you need some FEMA money? Vote no, 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 no. And then, like, a little flood hits their state. Like, where's my FEMA money? Vote yes. Unbelievably stupid.